Hey everybody, Dave here in Freedom Investing, and today we're going to talk about Charles Schwab's highly anticipated fractional share implementation. Everybody's pretty much been waiting, or at least been talking about the Charles Schwab fractional shares. So it looks like it got released today, and today is June 2nd, 2020. I think it's a little ahead of schedule, actually. I think they said June 9th, excuse me. And I noticed today when I was buying some stuff in my dividend portfolios that it was available on the Android app. And I went ahead and logged into the Charles Schwab website, and it is available there as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the implementation for fractional shares in Charles Schwab. So we're logged into the Charles Schwab website here, and if we're going to use that particular feature, we would go to trade, and then you kind of notice this new link there, Charles Schwab stock slices, and then it's a TM because it's their own name, stock slices. I don't think anybody else calls it that. M1 might call something slices, but it's not stock slices, I don't believe. But so we're going to go ahead and click on that. This is the page it brings you to here, and it's kind of a cool little display. It's new, so we have all the sectors there for the S&P 500. And if you don't know about their implementation, it's S&P 500 stocks only, so that's 505 stocks, and it's a little bit different than a lot of other fractional share systems where you can just pretty much buy any stock fractional share, but this is their implementation of it. In most cases, this should be okay for just about everybody. I don't know of any real small companies that are outside of the S&P 500 that you'd want to buy anyway. So, but you can't buy, just flat out. So, the only one that really comes to mind that might, make people upset here is probably Tesla. There is no Tesla in here, so let's just take a look. Yeah, there's no Tesla. So sorry, Tesla folks. You probably just have to wait another quarter or two before they get added to the S&P 500, and then you will have access to fractional shares for that. Otherwise, you have to stick to another broker. So let's go ahead and add a couple of stocks and see how the system works. So let's go ahead and add like Google in there, and that's a pretty big one, right? So we only have $500, so let's go ahead and just select that one. And let's go ahead and put Amazon in there because that's another good one, right? $2,400 a share. Yeah, we only have $500, so we can only do a little bit. So let's go ahead and select that one as well. And you notice that these get added up here. So let's go ahead and add in, say, what's another big one? Like Booking. And there's a Booking right there. So Booking's a pretty big one, right? There we go. Select that one. And what's another one? So Apple's not too big, but $300 a share, so that's pretty big, right? We'll select that one. And how about Netflix? And there's another one, so $427 a share, so we'll select that one. And let's go ahead and do like CMG, so Chipotle. So we got Chipotle selected there. $1,000 a share. Can't believe that. Almost, I bought that down to 300 and sold it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks selected. We can do a maximum of 10, and they have to be $5 minimum per stock. So that's $5, $10, $15, $20. $5, $10, $15, $20, $25. I don't know how to do math apparently. So $25 right there. So let's go ahead and click continue. And here we go. So we have all the options here to select, so it's $5 each. So if we wanted to do the minimum, that would be $25, and it will probably, let's see if it airs out if we do 20, and it does. So it airs out, it's checking there. It knows we have 5 stocks, so we have to do 25 at minimum. So, and there's your reinvest dividends option there. So not every one of these companies, pays a dividend, but I know Apple does. And I think that's it. So that's how you would turn on dividend reinvestment right then and there. We have a review page next, so let's go to that. We do have to select account, so let's go ahead and check that box. We'll do my brokerage. It looks like it's the only account that is actually set up to use it. So I don't know if they're going to roll this out on retirement accounts. My other account there is a retirement account and it's not available. So it could just be that there's no cash in that account right now. And then maybe that's why it's not available. But when I get cash added to that account, we'll see if it's available to invest in fractional shares in that system or in that account too. So review your selection. All right, so there we go. There's the account number, which I blanked out. We got a stock amount there, or total amount is $25. Number of orders is 5. And they kind of give you this little checkbox thing you need to acknowledge. So by selecting place orders, you acknowledge and agree that your orders will be placed as market day only, not held orders. So that means there's going to be a market order for these, not limit orders. All right, that makes sense. You're not going to select a limit order for every one of the stocks, and then just have them, Schwab basically sitting there trying to figure out, oh, we have to wait for this one, we have to wait for that one. It's like all day long trying to get these things to go through. So they're going to be processed as market orders, and they're going to cancel at the end of the day for whatever reason if they didn't fill. But so let's go ahead and check that box there and kind of just review. We got order 1 for Google, $5. And even tells us the estimated shares there. That's kind of cool. So there's order 2, Amazon, estimated shares 0.002. That $5 doesn't get as much, but hey, this brings in new people, new investors that don't have a lot of cash, that are just starting out, building out their portfolios. So we got booking there at 0.003 shares, and we have another order here at Apple. So that's 0.0155 shares. In Apple. So, and that one has the dividend reinvest turned on. We have the last order here at Netflix, order 5, and it's going to be buying 0.0117 shares. There's the total down there, $25, and we do a place order, which I'm not going ahead and select at this time. So if we wanted to change that, let's go ahead and see what the change does. Change just brings us back to this page. Okay, cool. And we'll just do a review our selection again. We'll click this button, and we'll go ahead and just do cancel order at the bottom here, or do not place. So do not place. So that's a look at the stock slices from Charles Schwab, and we're going to look at the app here in a second. But before we do that, let's just see what this grid option looks like here. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it shows like little icons. You can just click the little add button. So let's just go ahead and click one of those and see what it does. Add. Okay, so it's basically like it did before. It's just a little bit bigger icon there. So the list option shows a little bit more, but let's just look at financials and look at the list. So there's all the stocks in the financial sector. There's 4 pages of those. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Android app and see how it works in there. But before we do that, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and go ahead and set that bell notification. So we're logged into the Android app here. This is what the Android app looks like. I kind of think I showed it the other day in another video, but let's go ahead and see what the fractional share system looks like on the Android app. So they had a banner in here earlier today, and it looks like it's gone now. I think I cleared it out by mistake, but so we're going to go up here to the hamburger bun, or the hamburger, or whatever you want to call it, the 3 slashes at the top left there. So, and we notice that we want to go to stock slices at the top. I have it favorites, so stock slices. And then there's kind of an overview of the stock slices on the phone. So an easy way to invest, with Charles Schwab stock slices, you choose the stocks you want from a list and then amount to invest. That's it. Select stock and amount, select between 1 and 10 stocks, then choose an amount to invest starting at just $10. Own part of a high-priced stock. You can own a slice fractional share of a high-priced stock. For example, if a company stock is trading $1,000 and you're buying $200 of it, you'll own 20% of one share. So let's go ahead and click get started here, and then it brings us to this page, and it's very similar to the website. It lists all the stocks there, and you have an option to filter by the sector. So let's just filter by energy here, and there's the energy stocks. So let's go ahead and click on Chevron. We'll do add to order on that one, and let's do like say ExxonMobil, because I like ExxonMobil. So there's ExxonMobil. We'll do add to order there. Shout out to Matt Money. So and let's go ahead and do the back button. We don't want to do the back button. Go back to stock slices. And let's see, filter. Let's do healthcare. So now we have the healthcare stocks here, and let's go ahead and select like J&J, because J&J should be in everybody's portfolio. So there's J&J. Add to order. So now that with 3 stocks there at the bottom, selected stocks is 3. So we will go ahead and scroll this up here, see what those look like, and there they are. So what's this button over here do? Oh, okay, so we can select multiple at the same time. Interesting. So let's scroll that up. We'll click continue, and then we need to select the account. Like I said earlier, it's only one account for me for some reason. I think the other account is either because it doesn't have any money in it, or it's because, or no free cash to invest, I should say, or it's that account's just not available for this program. I'm not really sure. It's a retirement account. So I have how many stocks selected right now? 3. So we're gonna do a minimum of $15, but just to see whether it gives us an error, let's just say $5 and review, and then it does tell us that we need to do at least $5 per stock. So that means a minimum of $5 times 3 is 15. So we'll just do 20, which I believe that will equally split out the $20 across those 3. So review selection, and there we go. Let's go ahead and click this button here, click that button, and click this button to acknowledge those orders, and do this one there. We're going to change this real quick here because I noticed the reinvest dividends right there is not checked. So let's go ahead and check that for all 3, because they all pay 3. They all 3 pay a dividend. So, and we'll do review selection. So there we go. We have to select these things again for every one of our orders. I already selected it, so good. And then we do place order. So, but I'm not going to place an order. It's after market hours, and I don't really want to buy 5 shares or $5 of each share, but I just wanted to see what it was going to look like. You notice on this particular stock, Chevron, which is order 1, is stuck in $6.66. And on order 2, we got $6.67. And then on this one, $6.67. So it's splitting it out pretty evenly. It's kind of random on which stock it puts the extra amount in, according to their frequently asked questions and all that. So with that, that's how the system works. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, go ahead and leave a comment below. Contact me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.